Good afternoon, Stone Unit. I wanted to leave you a video, and so some of you that were there on Tuesday night got to hear some information, and there's so much I feel like I need to get to you, and so I'm going to leave you a video today, and it's going to review a little from Tuesday night, but just some things on my heart that I want to share with you, and what's happening next, what is coming up, what's happening this Mary Kay year, what's happening for the next 5 months, and what's going on. Oh my gosh. And so you girls, you have heard, but I wanted to make a lot of things clear. So I've gotten a lot of questions. I've been seeing a lot of you guys one-on-one. And so right now, we are in the middle of a challenge that has changed everything for our entire unit. And so you've heard it. It's called the 20 Party Challenge. And so I've gotten those questions. Emily, is this 20 parties in a month? Okay. No, it's not at all. Exhale. Yes, it makes it a lot easier to know that. A 20 Party Challenge is 20 parties in July, August, and September, a 3-month period. I want to tell you a little bit about a 20 Party Challenge and what I personally experienced from it and what I watched happen with women that did this. And so we kicked this off in January, and I distinctively remember Chloe Hackett saying, I'm going to do that 20 Party Challenge, Emily. I distinctively remembering her saying that to me. At that point, she was not confident in her parties. She was not confident in her selling. She was not confident in her booking. She was not confident in her coaching. She certainly wasn't confident in rebooking, and she absolutely was not confident in interviewing. And so she literally took this challenge because she wanted to have a bigger customer base. And so the whole goal, you guys have heard this, but I need this to really burn in your brain of what we do as beauty consultants is you want to have a customer base that is deep and wide. Deep and wide, you know, like the song, The Fountain Flowing, okay? So deep and wide. The width represents how many customers you have. The depth is how much product they're using. The way you determine depth of your customer base is simply getting around their kitchen table and getting together with a group of women when they experience, touch, feel, try the products. Throwing out lookbooks, order takers do not create depth in their customer base. Can you be an order taker? You can. The company allows it. But if you want movement in your business, if you want a significant income in your business and a repeat business and a customer base and a customer loyalty, you need depth, you need width and depth. And so how does that build? Through having your appointments, through having your parties is where you create width. That's the amount of customers and then the product that they're using. And so I remember Chloe Hackett making that decision, and she started booking her appointments, and she started off February. She started doing a lot of them, and then I'm like, you know what? I've got to do this with her. Like, I'm going to take this challenge with her. So I took that 20 Party Challenge with her. And then in the meantime, another consultant by the name of Tanya Butler said, okay, I'm going to do that challenge with you. And she was totally not confident in her booking or her coaching or her anything at all. And so I watched what's happened in the process. After 5 parties, a lot changes. Confidence changes. The key to after these partying is what made the difference is a conversation that happened after every single one of their parties. But there was one other piece, a conversation that happened before their parties. We did a coaching call before their parties to review some things. And then they always called afterwards to say, this is what happened, this is what happened. And that's how their skill got better and better and better. And so from this, I've seen 2 women become sales directors, 2 women earn a Mary Kay car. 2 out of the 3 of us, Tanya, myself, did company core to sales because of this. We finished a unit club that we've never done, a $200,000 increase, a trip to Rome. Like diamonds, like, oh my gosh, crazy, lots of them. All because of a 20 Party Challenge. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy, but simply doing Mary Kay's recipe. Doing it Mary Kay's way of gathering around a kitchen table with women and talking about skincare and retinols. Now we have a new facial peel and foundations and eyeshadows and oh my gosh, new colors, and it's an exciting time. And there's a reason and there's skill in these parties. And so 20 Party Challenge is 20 qualified parties. Let me tell you what qualified means. There's 3 things that make something a qualified party. 200 in sales, 2 rebookings, and 2 interviews. 2, 2, 2. Like, I think like maybe IHOP, Denny's, somebody did that, right? 2, 2, 2. And I want to tell you what, that $200 is extremely low. My parties, my average size of my parties have been from 7 to 10, no more than 10, but 7 to 10. And I want to tell you what, you're having parties with 7 to 10 people, 200 in sales, yeah. Like you're walking out between $800 and $1,000 in sales. 2 rebookings, not an issue when you have 7 to 10 people. 2 interviews, certainly not an issue. And so we have a goal, our national, I've talked to Pam, and we have a goal this month, in the month of August, for our unit, just the Stone unit, to have 40 parties in August. And I have your names. I'm so excited. We already have 30 booked. We already have 30 partiers. I love it. 30 parties that are happening so far. And I'm sure there's dates and parties that I don't even have on here. And so you guys, this is how, if you want to create your customer base, if you want to totally change where you are in your business, this is how you do it. So I want to recap just a little bit. So when we hit our 40 parties, like we get, Pam is coming and crashing. Like, and she's bringing cupcakes. Now, these aren't just any cupcakes. Like, good like, you guys, you want to have our national sales director come crash our meeting. She can crash our meeting anytime. And so something I'm special, any consultant that has a minimum of 5 parties in the month of August, you guys, there's a party package just for you that I'm giving you and that you're a part of. And so those that do 10 in the month, they get a little extra in addition to that. And so I really want you to just focus on August for right now. So I love our party girls. We have Suhey and Dorothy and Tracy and Jen and Ashley Holler and Kristen and Alex and Katie's debut and Tiffany and Suhey and Stacy and Julie and Barbara. I love to see what's happening here. So if I've not heard from you, I need to hear from you. This is where it happens. 90% of what we do, it's all what we're thinking here. It's all in our belief. You guys, because what I'm thinking affects every single decision that I make. Every single decision that I make. So 90% is what we're thinking. The other 10 is our activity. So that activity must be skilled. Must be skilled. And so that's what I want to challenge you with. We did this on Tuesday. I set up appointments and I've already started doing it and I've loved it. This is what I desire with you, is a one-on-one power hour. One-on-one, just an hour. So I've been doing them a lot on lunch breaks, and so I need you to connect with me. The women that were there on Tuesday, we've already got them scheduled. So if you weren't there, I need to hear from you of, okay, when is our power hour? And you know what we're going to be going over? How this 20 party challenge happens. How this, even if you're doing 10 parties, how does that happen? All you need is to start with 5 parties. You see, 5 parties in August turns into 10 in September with your rebookings. There's 5 skills that we're just zoning in on and focusing on. Booking, coaching, selling, rebooking, and interview. I call it the Fab 5. That's the skill that you need. And I want to tell you, that's where I've watched the women who have built their business. And so I wanted to leave you a message to let you know, I don't know where you are. We're still part of a brand new year in Mary Kay. We did have our highest year ever this year. And it's because of this 20 party challenge of saying, okay, you know, because when Tanya and Chloe took it, directorship wasn't their goal. Car was not their goal. It was just, I want to build a customer base and I want to enjoy the 50% profit along the way. That's it. The goal wasn't car and directorship. That just happened. The more the skill increased, the activity increased, the women that they were in front of, oh my gosh. And it's there for you too. It's there. I've been to too many car pickups in the last 17 months to think it's just for a very small group of people. And so, girls, we have created a movement. And, you know, I loved that word. It was in June when I was on the phone to Mary Kay Corporate, and they were just cheering us on as we finished the trip and had an amazing year. And she says, oh, my gosh, Emily, you guys have created a movement with these parties. And I was like, yeah, we have. Oh, my gosh, it is a movement. And we have. And I see what happened. And so what happens, 20 parties, that's 40 rebookings, and that's 40 interviews. Do you see what happens in August, how it feeds September, and then how it multiplies and grows to October? So this is what we're focusing on right now. Now to December 31st, the next 5 months. That's it. The next 5 months is what we're focused on. Where is it that you want to be by December 31st? Be a part of the car movement? Do you want to have a car in your driveway by Christmas? To be a director by then? You become a director, you're headed to New Orleans with us, and they give you $500 cash just for coming. Oh my gosh. Where is it? How do things? You just have to think different. That's what our one-on-one power hour will do. And I don't care if you're brand spanking new. I don't care if you've been in for years. Everything can change when this changes. Chloe Hackett, sitting in our unit for 4 years, made a decision. And then you have someone like Tanya Butler, that this time last year wasn't even in Mary Kay. And she's finished her car, become a sales director, and her husband are making the exit strategy out of her teaching career. Is that hysterical? This isn't by chance. There's too many women that I've seen just make up their mind and think a little different. So if we've not sat together, I would love to do that. So you're going to be hearing a lot about the movement, because the 20-party movement is what changes everything. It will lead to the carb movement, to the director movement. And so, you know, we had our highest year ever this year, you guys. We had a $200,000 increase. So when I was at seminar, I was like, woohoo, our next goal is 850. It made logical sense to me. We had a 200 increase to 650, and then 850 would be another 200 increase. And I got to talk to $1 million sales director backstage, and just to be around the top sales directors and the $1 million sales directors. And she says, Emily, if you can do 850, you could do $1 million. I said, really? She says, yes. She says, do you see the movement? Do you see the momentum that you have? And I told her about our dream and the date that we put out there, that we are wrapping up the Rock Solid area in 17 months. December 31st, 2017 is when we are wrapping up this Rock Solid national area. And so we have 6 more first line offspring sales directors that we need to finish that. So we're looking for 6 more sales directors. So what I'm looking for right now, I'm just thinking about December, is 3 more women between now and December that are like, yes, I want to leave my corporate job. Yes, I want to come home with my children. Or yes, I want to come home now and be prepared to have children. Or maybe you're in college and you're just like, I want to work for myself and not have a glass ceiling and not have to go to college for 8 more years to get more degrees. You know, I sat with $1 million sales directors that have 0 degree but a high school education. But they believed. And they worked. And they believed. And they sharpened their skill. And you are smart. Women are smart. We do a lot of things. We do. We are smart. And so you guys, if that is you, that's exactly who I want to be speaking with. You are exactly who I want to be working with. And so we have a group coming tonight to our home, Friday night to our home. We have women, we have couples, boyfriends, and husbands that are coming, and then just women who are single that are coming. And all I'm focused on tonight is women that are working towards the 20-party challenge and wrapping up a car or directorship by Christmas. And if that's you, we need to talk. I want to give you a business strategy. And I do want to give you a home strategy of what that's going to look like, and then the fruit that comes from that, what you can expect after that. I don't want you to think 2 years from now. I'm talking now to December for the next 5 months. And you guys, it's happening. You are part of a movement. So you've heard it. I'm going to let you know. So the goal, what we're shooting for this year, a lot happens in 2016 to 2017. We are making history. Making $1 million history as we wrap up this Rock Solid national area. It's the year that million and national area collide. That's what happens. And so I'm excited to have you. So you'll be seeing a lot about that, of the movement, the party movement. And so when the company said that word, it just, yes, that has happened. And to see a movement happen here, and then a movement that are bringing women home, to see Chloe Hackett not have to go back to that classroom. That's a big deal. That's a huge deal. It's not just for one, it is there for you. So we need to sit. We need to sit one-on-one, whether it's just you or you and your spouse together, because that's what we're focused on. 3 more women that are ready to step up between now and December 31st. I've already heard from 2 of you. I'm just going to call you out. Dorothy Johnson and Tracy Davison said it's happening by December 31st. There is room for you. 6 more. 6 sales directors from the Stone unit. And what's exciting is the sales directors that come from your unit. Wow. That's how this area is wrapping up. So I will be sending you some emails. I'm going to send you an email today. It's going to have lots of things attached to it. The first thing is how you're tracking your 20-party challenge. And so You guys, that's how we're tracking. Our goal is 40 parties, so I need to know if you're doing your parties. We need to talk before to review it. We definitely need to talk after, because if you're doing your 20 parties, there's 40 interviews. We are closing the back door. I watched that happen. That's how we've had party after party. You've learned the art of rebooking. You've learned the art of selling product. You've learned the art of interviewing, and I've watched it happen. That's the skill. That's the skill that we want to sharpen. So my first goal, my first dream is to multiply my heart and our vision with you, without a doubt, and how we do things and why we do things. My second priority is I want to multiply the skill and the culture of this company to you. And so you're going to get this new 20 party challenge sheet, so that way you can start tracking. I'm going to send you the new closing sheet to do at your parties, because it does include the facial peel on there now, okay? So I'm going to send that with you. And I'm going to send the Did You Know sheet. That way you have everything that you need for your parties. And so be a part of our movement. Why not million? Why not now? Why not change everything? Just how we think starts it all. So this coming Tuesday night is our live facial peel night. You want to bring as many women as you can. They are really going to get and experience the facial peel. You will have sales. You will have rebookings and prospects and new team members. It's going to be a powerful night. There's going to be an amazing demonstration to really show you how this new, it's a chemical exfoliation of how it works and how this builds your customer base. And so you guys, I want to hear from you. Let me know when we're going to do your power hour. Let's make this an incredible 5 months. You guys, make it a fabulous Friday.